Okay, so on our checklist of applicative principles that we can then take and apply across all of our kata, the next one in line is to talk about making multiple contacts at multiple heights. Now, initially, that sounds like we're going to try and get them all at once. As you saw, that doesn't really work very well. Trying to get 3 points of connection all at once is perhaps not what we're talking about here. What we're mentioning really is that should we get involved in a situation, I don't want to be happy with 1 point here or even 2 points here. If I can possibly get it, I need a 3rd point of contact so that we get all 3 of them working together. Now, you can test this for yourself. Little things like if I have managed to lock that arm in place, he can still reach around and touch me. So that tells me that he's not fully under my control. If I had a second touch, maybe that'd be the hit that knocks him out, maybe not. But as soon as we go to 3 places, the natural shift in my balance and the natural disturbance of his balance means that that hand now coming round to touch me becomes much, much more difficult to do. And if we just make sure that that other hand was in there, then it becomes nigh on, never say impossible, but we're heading in that direction. Okay, so if we look at that without a partner, then what happened there was here, and the leg was locked in, and that might just, if I push it to its extremes, look like that. But we're looking at multiple places where we've contacted. And we know that the human body can resist pressure in one direction, he can give it back, and maybe he can even resist double pressure. But as soon as we add a 3rd point, everything starts to fall apart. Some of you will already have heard the idea that if you hit 3 pressure points, you automatically get a knockout. But it's not quite as simple as that. But what we do know is that 3 points will always produce a better result than just 1. 1 might get you a result, and certainly there are some which definitely will. But if I go 1, 1, and 1, then even just those touches turn into something much, much better. So if we look at that without a partner, what happened there was I was touching the chest, touching the rib, and came in on the foot as well, the ankle as it was. Well, that looks a little bit like something else you might have seen. Right? So I was using the index finger knuckle, and we could use the middle knuckle, you know. But you start to see how 3 touches, this one and this one on their own, maybe, but this one, and this one, definitely. No more effort required. Is it about me suddenly being more powerful with the 3 different areas? Maybe. But there's also the fact that he can't concentrate on resisting. Quick test. The hand is up. Pushing this way into his strength might seem foolish. So I start to steer it over here, knowing that that's into his power zone and therefore more likely to work, but he's still very strong and able to resist. So we just touch here. Right, now that's 2 touches, but 3 angles. Right, because that little distraction down there wasn't enough to give him real pain. If I stamped on it, it might, but it wasn't enough to give him real pain, but it was enough to take his mind away from the resistance he was providing here. So this is all quite exploded view. It might really happen a lot closer in with a lot more things going on at once. But if I get into this, where I'm just leaning, then I'm actually taking away one of my advantages, which is to get that in. So we've got to make sure that these 3 touches are happening, because they're going to stop the opponent from being totally mindful about what we're doing to them. They've got their plan, and we're going to disrupt their plan, and we're going to keep their mind off of our plan with the triple touch. Foot, hand and hand. I can't really get both feet in. Might be a little bit difficult, but I can definitely get 1 and 2 hands.